Peace, love, and light, familia. What's going on? It's your girl, Crystal Dior, coming through. So welcome to my channel, Plant-Based Chronicles. So I'm coming through with like a real talk, okay? Alright, y'all. So first and foremost, please smash that like button. Subscribe to your girl channel. Over here, I just talk about the real. I do a couple different things, you know what I'm saying? So I'm here to entertain, you dig? Alright, so this just has been very heavy on my conscious, on my mind. So I am in Philadelphia. I am born and raised Philly. Okay, so currently in Philadelphia, and it has to be some type of attack or some type of plan to take like New York, Philly, like all the major cities on the East Coast borders down. Okay, because I've just been thinking about this a lot lately about like the current events that's going on in the city and in the surrounding areas, right? So first, I'll say I think it was in April. Philly got an Amber Alert, right? We all got this Amber Alert if we lived in Philadelphia, saying that the water wasn't safe to drink, that you had to basically go buy bottled water, right? So if you stay ready and you stay prepared, you don't have to freak out when things like that take place, right? But the whole city now, this has never happened, okay? The whole city got an Amber Alert, right? So we got this Amber Alert. Amber Alert said go buy water because the water, I think it was the Delaware River, was contaminated with some type of chemical spill in the water, right? Now, it was basically a watch advisory, right? This is a warning just to buy water because we're not really sure if it's safe to drink the water or not, right? So within the next 24 hours, we're going to update you. So basically, it kept updating us within 24 hours. Okay, the water is safe to drink. We're going to update you again in 24 hours, right? Water safe to drink. So it kept doing that for like a good 3-4 days until they just said cold green, you can drink the water. Um, Now, mind you, if you are already drinking tap water, you might need to really reevaluate a couple of things because tap water is just it's a lot of harm. I mean, I feel like a lot of the water is nowadays you just really don't know what you're consuming. Even if you're trying to consume the most healthiest items, water, foods, you just don't know, right? Unless you literally do like a rain catchment and filter it your own self, or if you grow your own foods, unless you're really like into it like that, you just don't know, right? But especially tap water, absolutely not, right? But that was like the first event of 2023. So then, um, mind you, the stores was literally that Amber Alert went out. I was at the gas station, right? And I have water, but I was like, should I go get an extra case or two? And I said, no, see, this is why you prepare, so you won't get caught up in that madness. Literally, I went about my day. I probably was out for like 3 to 4 hours after I got that Amber Alert. Why I went to the market after the fact, and it was no water at all in Philly. All the water was gone. It was gone. They had sparkling water. They had all that extra stuff that you don't really soda, but the water was gone. Okay, so I don't feel like that was the best thing for them to do was put out an Amber Alert because people won't automatically panic. But I feel like from that situation in general, people should have took heed of that warning and prepared appropriately and continue to prepare appropriately. I always be trying to warn people and tell people like, hey, yo, get your affairs in order because this ain't over. Even after that happened, I said, all right, y'all, so since they said the water is safe to drink, I hope you guys ain't sleeping and really going to stock up on water now because that was a message. You hear me? So if you listen, that's great. I'm happy you listen. Keep stocking up on the water. But if you haven't listened, please take this message today and listen. Go get you some water. For real. Whether you're in Philly or not, you should always have cases of water. So go get some water in your home. So then there was this, the smoke cloud that happened in the East Coast. They said, quote unquote, it came from Canada. Who really knows? I don't believe that though. But we had smoky air for like 3, 4 days. Now, poor New York, their air was orange. And Philly, it wasn't orange, but it was real cloudy and smoky. Now, I really didn't go outside too much. I don't really know what the effects was with that, but it's not the norm, right? So it's a lot of conspiracy. Not, excuse me, I don't like that word conspiracy because I believe it's truth in everything, right? But it's a lot of speculations as to what that could be. All I know is that it was smoky outside and it smelled like smoke. And like I said, I ran into a couple different stories, but who really knows? All I know is that it was smoky outside, and that's not of the norm. That happened in early June. So then I know this nationwide, people heard about the I-95 explosion, right? So I-95 explosion happened near exit 30, which is Cotman Avenue, going towards the northeast. Now, they're rerouting people to go around that. So, in theory, it might seem like one might be trapped in Philly or you can't come to Philly, but I feel as though it's not that you're trapped or you can't come or get out of Philly. It's more so they're making it harder for people to come in, come out, and things like that because 95 is a major road in general. It takes you from point A far to point B, you know. So they're telling people to take the Roosevelt Boulevard instead, right? So the Roosevelt Boulevard has been very crowded lately since the I-95 explosion. Now, if you ask me, I really feel as though that was a planned explosion. Something that happened 6 o'clock in the morning. Come on now. And then it happened like, so Cotman is right before the upper northeast um, exits, and then you're going towards New York. Now, you could still get to New York, but you have to go up Roosevelt Boulevard. And that one exit of 95, and I don't know if it's the surrounding exit because I haven't been on 95 since the explosion. Because I usually would get on probably like a couple exits after the explosion. But I just stand clear of 95 because I don't know what's really going on, right? So with that 95 issue, it is preventing a lot of import and export within Philly or slowing it down, right? Because it's not technically that you're trapped in the city or you can't get out. It's like they're making you redirect and reroute to take a different route. Because I'm pretty sure if you just go up the boulevard and go to like another exit that you could run into 95, you could get back on 95 and go up. It's just that certain area that basically blocks you from keep going down 95. It basically makes you redirect and have to go within the city to go around it to get back on. So 95 isn't totally straight. Once you get to exit 30, you can't go no further. More than likely, they're saying get off at this exit and go around and follow the detour to get to the other one. Or you might have to Google it and see how you can get back onto the 95 if you need to go to 95 north, right? But like I said, it's an inconvenience because a lot of people straight take 95 to go to the city, like to work. It just depends because it's a straight run. Like I could hop on 95 and get downtown like this instead of going through the city and getting downtown to take me like a half an hour. So it's really an inconvenience. But the 95 explosion happened, and now they sent, what's today? Today, I'm doing this video on Friday night. So on Wednesday, I believe, they said that it was another spill closer up. Actually, it was a pump that stopped working, but I believe it was another spill that happened, a chemical spill that they're watching. But they said that it was a pump that stopped working up near West Philly, and they are on a boil water advisory. Now, the first water issue happened back in April We're in June now, and the second water issue is happening now. And they said that West Philly is on a boil water advisory. But the thing is, they didn't send an Amber Alert like they did last time. I don't really watch the news, so I don't know if it's on the news or not. A friend of mine that live in West Philly sent me the article information. So I don't even know if many people know this, and they may be drinking that tap water, right? So on top of that, just living in the city, it's like the energy is very chaotic in general. Like I think since the 95 incident, it was it's always a car crash. I'm always seeing a car crash. And it was actually before the blow up of the 95. But since 95, I've been hearing sirens every single day. It's like I'll wake up, here go a siren. Sirens everywhere, right? So in my opinion, or with my spirituality, I feel like sirens is always warnings, right? Sirens, 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 sirens. The energy in general is very, very heavy these days. So it's important for you to really try to be more mindful of the energy that you're exuding and not to be a part of that, and just try to like overcome and be better and rise above, because you don't want to get caught up in the wrath of this energy that we are going through as a city as well as a country, right? This country is just really falling apart. You're hearing about a lot of different stories that just seem odd. Like I had one of my dream and visions that said like people closer to you are going to start hurting you in the worst way, and that's happening every day. Like I said, it's been accidents after accidents after accidents. Like when that 95 accident happened, it was another really bad accident on the boulevard. Like, and they didn't even cover that because the 95 incident was the topic of it all, you know? So it's just a lot of heavy energy, right? So I'm saying that it's a lot of blockages and redirections and heavy energy. So right now it's important for you to stay prayed up, to stay in good faith, good spirit. If you have any type of spiritual practice, you need to really dig deep into it and be more involved into it. You need to focus on yourself, mind, body, spirit, and soul, and try not to get caught up in the negative energy. Try not to get caught up if somebody try to like react or try to come at you in a certain way. Rise above and walk away instead of add fuel to the fire, because it seems like a lot of times a lot of people are looking for someone to react these days. And like I said, Philly is just a real heavy energy these days as well. Like, um, I mean, you can still go out and do things, but like at the end of the day, it's just like I'm noticing more and more like a lot of things are taking place, and it's like really kind of like in our face. And if you ignore the messages and you don't get yourself prepared and ready, you know, that's going to be unfortunately your biggest downfall. So I hope you are looking into things that's going on in your city and really paying attention. If there's an issue with the water, not once but twice within the last 2 months, I pray that you go to the store and buy cases of water. If you can't afford it, go to the dollar store and buy gallons of water. But at the end of the day, you need to have water in your home that's not being relied on by the city giving it to you. Okay? If you can, go buy extra food and stock up with food in your home, because with the 95 situation making it harder for probably shipments and delivery, it's going to be a lot of delays, blockages, delays, right? So it's going to be a lot of things that might be on back order or delayed. So it's going to be very important for you to go to the store, get some extra food in your home, be prepared, get whatever you need to, your favorites, whatever you're into that you won't miss, like, because I just feel as though like it's just going to get worse. Come the summer months, the summer months is going to get worse. Like that 95 explosion was like one of the biggest events that happened. I feel as though that before the end of the summer, another big event is going to happen in Philly or New York or New Jersey. I feel like one of the tri-state areas is going to be affected. Philly, New York, or New Jersey. I feel like it's going to be a very big. It's going to be a very big incident that happens in one of these three states before the end of summer, like closer to the fall equinox, which is mid September. So from this time, mid June to mid September, I really predict that it might be a big incident that take place in New York, Philadelphia, or New Jersey. Excuse me, Pennsylvania. I'll say Pennsylvania, but if you ain't from Pennsylvania, then you know Philly is. I had to throw that in there. Philly is the state. That's all I gotta say. Everything else is where you from. Okay, but anyway, um, but yeah, I just predict that it's gonna be something major. So I'm just always trying to tell people to get prepared. I'm not trying to scare you. Like I'm not here to fearmonger or anything like that. Like I just feel like it's already a heavy energy, and I feel like the energy is going to get heavier. And I really kind of feel like um some like Florida keep coming to my mind as well. So something might happen in Florida pretty soon as well. So Florida keep coming to my eye, my third eye, my mind when I'm talking about this. I keep hearing Florida, 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 or whatever. So Florida might something might happen in Florida too within that time frame from June to September. But y'all just really take care of yourself, please, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Be kind to yourself and to others. Stay out of the drama, stay out of the chaos. Try to protect yourself. Nowhere is safe, okay? Like every day something is happening to someone. Accidents is happening, so stay alert, stay prepared. Don't be in a rush to go anywhere too fast. Okay, take your time, be alert because it could be your neighbor driver that could be the one. Okay, so just really take care of yourself, take care of your space, love yourself, get yourself up spiritually. Okay, if you don't know, I'm also doing a 21-day cleanse where I am working with the deity Mayat to make my heart light as a feather. It has been a very strong journey. Today was my day 9, so I still got 12 days on this journey. But at the end of the day, I'm learning so much about myself, and I'm more in a peaceful state, and my mind is very clear, and my body is cleaner, and I'm grateful to have this experience. I put it on my tarot channel, the IC. I think I was going to upload, but I was going to upload the progression on both channels, the Plant-Based Chronicles and the IC, the ending, and just tell you about the whole my yacht and my journey on my 21-day spiritual journey with the deity, right? But I'm gonna leave y'all here. I'm about to go to bed. I got a busy weekend ahead. Your girl be busy. I be working, 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 okay? But I just needed to come through and tell y'all that message. I hope you guys are blessed. Mwah. Love y'all.